Hi, I'm Frau Fisch, and I'm gladly here to announce the release of my second EP, Tara, in partnership with Coisas Que Matam. And I want to make a bit of a storytelling on the kind of content I'll be letting out there. Concepted this, what I do, as electro poetry for dancing. Electro because of the references and the music style I feed from and try to recreate. Poetry because of the kind of words I put together, the way I put words together, or just simply to try to introduce an ingredient of sublimation. And for dancing because I think it's very nice to engage the senses and the body in our experiences. So I started making music about 3 years ago. I worked together with Zeno Mainardi. Has a lot of equipments, this old fat synthesizers, analog stuff, which I love.
Whenever we need a serious synth sound,
Yeah.
that is going to be something that is really on the foreground,
Like holding
and
everything
holding
together.
together.
Yeah.
Then and something that is in movement, a sound that is just not in movement, not progressing, not dynamic. Let's say that it's just on a certain frequency range, and you don't show the sound moving. Then it's easier to have something digital. But if you want to be playing with the filters, with the sound itself, with the release, and then these analog instruments really show their beauty.
I do compose most of the tracks myself and then work it into some more elegant consistency with Zeno at his studio.
We just complement each other because then I say what I have to say, you say what you have to say with your lyrics, and then I say what I have to say with this instrumentation.
Because what we really want to do is make something sound really nice, at least from our perspective. The second EP, Tara, consists of 3 tracks. Tara Terror, this kind of hungry lady. Boy Magia, which is kind of a projection of this fantastic archetype of a guy. And Fofa em Fúria, which means sweetheart in a rage.
You say in Portuguese, which is a beautiful language. Whenever I show the music to people, I'm like, yeah, you should understand the lyrics and something.
There's something in the temperature of the language that's also expressed in its sound. And it sounds a lot, I hope, or the sound clearly comes from some of our favorite references, and to name a few, I would say, of course, Depeche Mode and Clark, those great moments I had at the dance floor with Miss Kittin and the Hacker, and all this electro scene, and Duff, and the sound, this juicy sound of the synthesizers and the beats, and how it warms up the body, how it fills the body with some kind of enthusiasm.
My references are things that sound pretty. It's not even about style.
Yeah, I call it the elegance. Which I am way more noisy, chaotic, and
I just like nice sounds to me. Of course, I don't know what are. I'm not saying that things that I like are nice universally, but they sound very harmonic. They're balanced.
And finally, the greatest event to me is to be performing those songs and just sharing it in togetherness with people, and that we all entangle somehow and just have this moment of indulgence through dancing and having fun together. And I just love that part part of the work, because it's a lot of work. And we don't give up or at all.
Because we could say, oh no, I didn't try hard enough. We are trying
No,
our best.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we only stop when we feel that we have reached some degree of fascination about the pieces that we are producing. It starts from an idea, a concept, or basically most of all from a feeling and things you observe around, things you go through, and then you web it together into a music piece, which is really lovely. Zero Menage, under your perspective, what is it that we do here? What kind of music, what kind of sound would you describe as being Frau Fisch's music?
It's electro, it's housey, even though it's definitely not electro house.
No.
And it's mostly the instruments are supporting the lyrics.
The idea of making music comes from this big passion. It comes some point at a point in your life where I hope we become what we want to be, and we do the things we really want to do, and we create the things that we really want to experience, because I mean, we all know how reality is like, how challenging, how many things that have to be cared for, how much learning we have to go through. So I think it's nice to be able to create something that you wish to share. And I really hope you enjoy it. But if the body doesn't move, I know that the heart remains a dancer. It's always beating. So I wish some kind of joy and enthusiasm by listening to those tunes. And most of all, hope to see you at the dance floor at some point. Coisas Que Matam. Coisas Que Matam.